Hey guys! Welcome back to another episode of Take Her Mic Away, where our opinions are often off script, but always on brand. Thank you guys so much for coming back and joining us for another week. And at our time, at 7, I'm your co-host. You guys already know who I am. There's no introduction, like truthfully. At this point, y'all know who this is. Macy Craft. I'm back kicking off the show because y'all know Janai's banned from kicking off the show after those giggle fits last week, okay? But don't worry, she will be joining us soon. We do miss her presence. But before we dive right in, guys, I just want to give a special welcome to those of you who are tuning in for the first time today. If you don't know, this show covers all things sports and culture, from college sports to professional, pop culture, and everything in between. Janai and I work so hard to do all this research and come up with all the important topics and events to keep you guys updated, informed, and the most important part, let you guys know what we're thinking. But anyways, guys, we have a great show for you all tonight. You know, we got to bring the energy because it's the last week of Black History Month. I'm telling y'all, I've been seeing everybody say that January was like the longest month of the year, and February, I'm telling you, it flew by. I'm like, 28 days, that's it? How is it already the 25th? But, you know, we're going to treasure it. We're going to enjoy it, and it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We're appreciative of our month. And we've got a great lineup for the end of the month show. We're going to be talking about Zion Williamson. Y'all already know if you pay attention. Wembanyama's injury, that one hurt. The Packers throwing a fit over the tush push, the infamous tush push. A little combine controversy. You know, with this group, we're going to have something. And some spring game cancellations. If you know me, you already know I'm pissed. But we're going to talk about it. Don't forget to let us know what you're thinking in the chat down below. And if you're watching this after we've posted it, still leave a comment because we love to see what you guys have to say. Oh, perfect timing. Oh, I'm surprised. She's very much Miss Late.
Cold. Oh my goodness. Shiver me literal timbers. It must be the excess fat that Zion is burning off in this room. Oh, is it giving 6'6"? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. In reality, I'm 5'4". Instead of my money.
You are not 5'4". You're 5'3".
Guys, I just went to the doctor last week.
He's 5'3".
5'4". And 115.
I had somebody guess and they thought it was 5'8". I was like,
Anyways,
thanks.
Of course we're talking about bubble baths. I mean Zion Williamson. Damn. So sorry.
bubble bath.
Lift up that tongue.
Not the pickles. That's so crazy.
But first, I mean, why not? It's happening right now. Hopefully, you guys are watching this live. Luka is having his revenge game against his old team. Dare I say, the Mavericks. Who honestly cares? I mean, Kyrie got a fresh bib for the game, but
the first
half the team's
quarter,
out.
The first quarter I was watching Kyrie, it was Kyrie versus everybody, and his shots were not banking, unfortunately. It might be better now. I haven't been paying attention. But I'm like, yeah, the whole team's out. AD got a fresh fit on to sit on the sidelines.
2 points by Clay.
Clay? I didn't even notice it. I forgot.
I
forgot.
Wow.
I forgot. I really did. He
It's
wasn't doing
crazy
nothing out
that,
there.
you know, you have Kyrie, Clay, and AD.
You got big
and
names.
still nobody's saying,
like,
they got this.
I'm like, what's going on?
This is the piece they needed. AD hurt. Clay and Kyrie. I can't believe they're on the same team and doing shit. But here we are.
It's just like...
Here we are. I mean, since we're talking basketball, I might as well... no. Let's talk about this bullshit at... sorry. Future employers. My bad. Let's talk about this bogus... USC canceling their spring game. Y'all know we love football here, so why not? Okay? I'm so perplexed. But let me break it down to y'all. Nebraska first Florida cancels their spring game. Their stadium is doing renovations. Okay.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Nebraska cancels it because last season, as soon as the spring game ended, all of their star players were getting hit up. Because, you know, the portal window is April 15th to 30th. Oh, I get it.
That's fair.
Nebraska, though, mind you, this a team that people are hitting their players up. They said, why are we giving you a showcase to steal our people? Okay. Okay. Texas, they canceled it, but they're changing it to spring OTAs like NFL.
Okay. Okay.
USC, the audacity of University of Southern California. Don't get me started on who. Anyways, they canceled it. And let me pull up the direct quote. Because you know we love direct quotes here. The biggest purpose that a spring game actually serves now is a fan engagement tool. And we just think we can engage fans in a better way. Who? Those damn workout videos that we literally don't care about. Like, bro, I'm not hating on the social media team. I know they're trying their best.
That's their job. That's
but
their job.
Every day it's a new workout video and they're doing, it doesn't translate ever.
No, literally, after they posted all those pictures of them gaining weight and then we still got out there and looked like shit, I said,
what are we doing?
Said, don't give me no more of this. I don't want to see it.
Literally. And then they said it risks injury. They don't even play during the spring
It's a glorified practice.
They don't even play.
It's literally, they play each other. They have the helmets on. It's a glorified practice.
I was so shocked.
Injury?
The other teams, I read their reasons and I said, no, this makes sense. I get it. USC, we think we can engage fans in a better way. I have yet to see a better way that USC football engages their fans. If they said no spring game, but we'll still have a spring day, come to campus, come to the Coliseum, kids race on the field,
literally. We'll
give out some merch. You have no one for us to get excited about. I'm sorry, Jaden. There's no reason to get behind you. He has oral personality, but after last season, and I'm, yes, including the bowl game, I'm not like, you know what? My Yava is that guy. Like, I'm riding for him. I'm mostly excited to see Makai, and Jacoby. If they can actually have a good junior season. Defensively,
wow.
I'm terrified, actually. Shaking in my boots.
Yeah, I heard that part. I also heard that people said that it was about financial reasons. And I
saw that.
I said, no offense, but I just saw that a USC freshman who has not yet set foot on the Coliseum turf just bought his mom a brand new, Mercedes. I said, don't talk to me about financial reasons and this and this and this. Clearly you have money to give out, so
Mercedes.
don't just say financial reasons. Like, you're lying. Just say we don't want to do it.
Just making sure this thing is
every
on.
day I walk by, you're building a new stadium and stuff over there. Don't say it's financial
Mercedes
reasons. Literally, you have to give us, if you're gonna cancel it and say we can engage the fans better, there has to be an immediate event after. You can't just say, yeah, we're gonna engage the fans better and then wait till the season comes around and see, okay, we're here.
Mind you, it's all the head coaches saying this. It was a source on the USC football team. Lincoln, stand up. Stand up. Hello to our fans in the chat. Please give us your comments. Do you think it's ridiculous to cancel spring football game? I think it's so stupid for USC. They don't give a good reason. They don't give a good follow-up. They do not engage their fans well.
At all.
I obviously came here the year Caleb came here. Before that, they're hanging on to the Reggie Bush legacy and hoping that people remember.
No, literally.
And Matt Leinart, who can't leave the school alone.
At all.
Dare I say. There is no, now you have no dog to latch.
No, literally. I feel like it's because there's a lot of hype around USC with, the recruiting class right now. And I think
2026.
Literally. I think he doesn't want to,
we got a whole season
I feel like
until
he doesn't
then.
want to, exactly. He doesn't want to undermine that because everybody's talking about us right now, but it's like, what do you have? What do you have here today right now?
Thank you.
Scrubs.
Literally.
So I think he's like, okay, I don't think the people want to see that.
And you know what? I give it to Lincoln. I feel like I always said, let's not fire him.
Yeah.
He came in, worked with what he had. He had to get scraps from the portal the next year. Got him. Dogs.
For sure.
He be finding them running backs, let me say. I don't know
for sure.
They be finding them running backs. This year, okay, they got some newbies, scraps from the portal. But 2026, Lincoln said, I'm not doing that no more.
Literally.
Yeah, okay.
I don't blame him. All y'all that want to sit there and take your COVID year in 2026, get out. Dogs only.
Thank
Dogs
you.
only.
We're tired of the
that.
portal junkies.
Literally.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
come here. Go somewhere else.
Gotta learn each of your names. You don't play well. Like, I'm glad he's forming USC identity. This is what he gets paid to do.
Yeah.
But canceling the spring game, I'm sure it's not just Lincoln. Obviously, I'm not gonna blame him. But stand up.
Literally. I think it's also like we're different because it's like we're seniors, so it's like it's really annoying. And I was like, you know what? It won't be the last time I'm in the call. I got a spring game, and now I don't. But I'm like, still, I don't understand canceling. I think it's a great chance for fans to come out, like, kind of get a peek at the athletes and see if they want to buy like season tickets and things like that. So I'm like, now you don't even get that. You're trying to. I'm like, no offense, but I'm like, based on last season, I don't know if people are going to buy those tickets. So I'm like, what are you doing to still get that, since it's such a big financial thing, how are you still going to get those sales?
And we said for fan engagement, like, let's not act like USC didn't come in and gentrify everything around it.
Literally.
Not everyone can afford to take their families to a game during the season.
Exactly.
Even if they don't have kids. People can't afford that regardless. A free game to watch the local college football team, maybe get some merch for free, go home.
Literally.
Now it's gone.
I'm like, what
do we have? They don't have. UCLA isn't so close by for everyone.
And neither is that stadium. The
Oh my
Rose
goodness.
Bowl. Oh my God.
And I'm sure the parking is outrageous.
Yeah.
Like, you're taking away this for the community. Forget the students. The fans and the actual fans that pay. Well, we pay. Sadly. I can't believe. We do pay.
I'm still mad.
But for the fans that want to come, like, people look forward to this game. You know, people are like, oh, I grew up going to the spring games and now I'm a player. Now what?
Literally. I don't get it. There's no, like, logical answer that we gave, in my opinion. Like, it seems like they're just hopping on the train like, okay, everybody else gave good answers. We can just sneak in there and say we don't want to play it either.
I'm waiting for the fan engagement things that happen. I saw Seattle Sounders, they have first game free. They just started it. So if you're a fan and you've never been to a game, because they want to spread soccer in Seattle, beautiful. USC, please steal it. I don't care. Something. I have never seen a USC fan engagement anything. No events except on campus, like tailgating things. Aside from that, they don't go out of their way to.
It's like they'll take, what is it? House of Victory will be like, oh, we're having this event.
Oh.
That's not going out of your way. That's if you want to get your check, you have to go to this event. Like I want to see something genuine. Like, oh, like we want to give back to the community.
Right.
Because this is what that game was. I'm like, to take that away is just insane to me.
Right? They get free shirts. I'm like, you know what? Here, you can have it. This little kid, you know, he may not ever get a chance. Okay. Now what? I mean, they act like they were actually doing something. The injury excuse was the words for me. I'm like,
literally,
please.
I said, have you watched this game?
List the players that's ever gotten injured in a spring game.
Literally,
please.
like, even, I'm like, they're lying because I remember one time Caleb came out. I think they let him do one drive and he didn't play the rest of it. So I'm like, we know you know how to manage injuries. Don't lie.
Like,
what are you talking about?
I don't even think they play seriously. And it's always like, oh, make the defense look not as bad.
Literally.
I just can't believe it. But I digress. We have marinated a little on this steak. But whatever, USC, again, you disappointed me. But alas, speaking of disappointments, I'm just kidding. Not a disappointment. Shedeur is not throwing at the combine. Are we surprised? Like, this is Shedeur Sanders. Like, he always got to do something. Like, he don't just go with the norm and flow of things.
Yeah, I don't think I'm surprised. I think because I'm not like a big combine person, I think last year because I followed Caleb because he went here so often, I think seeing him say he wasn't going to do it, now that I see other people, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I feel like if you're in the top, I think Shedeur's in the top 10 to get drafted. But I'm like, if you're in that range, you know you're going, I feel like you have more leniency than the others. And I'm like, he's not the only one do it. They said Ashton Genty is in, and then what's his name? Abdul Carter. They said he has a shoulder injury still from the
still might be
bowl
injured.
game.
I don't know, but
I'm like,
I also don't want him to risk it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if you don't have to,
yeah,
then
why
why
not?
would you?
Yeah,
like, I get it. I mean, it's a little disappointing, I guess, but
I don't think
like
I agree with you. He said he's going to throw at his school's pro day. Yeah. I really do think this was like a, y'all, don't give it to me, okay? I think he's doing it for his brother. Because remember, Caleb's like, I'm not doing it, but he threw at the pro day. Because all them players that were at the pro day that weren't going to ever get, come on, Max. You know I love you, but that weren't going to get invited to the combine. Okay. The scouts came there. You know, they had to put in a little show. Obviously, we said last show, I hope you guys tuned in, Shiloh didn't get invited to the combine. Okay, he did 6 or 7 years, and you know, they discredit him for going to HBCU. So he's throwing at his pro day to give his brother and those other people so the scouts can go, you know? And I do think, like, okay, why not? It's your school's pro day. It's wide receivers that you play with day in and day out. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't understand why people make it a big deal. I saw breaking news 2 hours ago. I said, breaking news? Oh, it must be a slow news day. But, Joe Burrow didn't do it. Like, we've said in the past, Lamar, like, a lot of people have not done it. I don't even think Jaden Daniels did it.
Yeah. I'm like, he'll literally be fine. I think they just need something to report on. Plus, I'm like, shedeur has all these mentors and all these people around him. If they really feel like he needed to throw, he would be out there throwing.
They would say, Stink.
I like how bold you are.
Tease that arm.
Get out there immediately.
You know, I think pro days also, though, I went to USC's pro day. It's the same as the combine. I just think it's useless. It literally gives slave. Like, they run in a straight line, they time you. They do a vertical jump, see how tall you can jump. You're running back, you run. You're a wide receiver, they throw you the ball. You're a quarterback, they just see how far you can throw. Like, it's just like, oh, which one do we want? Let's see how, like, they... Also, again, it's, like, very staged. Like, I remember Austin and Caleb had a long throw down the field. Austin caught it, and they were like, oh! I'm like, there's no defenders. Why? Everybody was so hyped, and I was like, is this really going to change anything? I'm sure, like, if Austin had bad form, or, like, if he doesn't turn his shoulders away, they're like, oh, this cat. But, like, honestly, I was like, there's nobody on him. This can't be real. Even for the defenders, I'm like, you know, for KB and Max, I don't really know how they can show off their talent, but hey, I don't know. The combine changes things for, I think, mostly wide receivers and running backs.
I think it's really like they already know you before you get there. I don't really think it's changing much. It's kind of like, unless you have some crazy stat that maybe they'll be like, oh, wait a minute. And
all they care about is speed.
Literally. And that's more for those teams that have some, like, leadway. They can be like, we can grab somebody. I'm like, everybody else that needs somebody, the Jets, they're not looking at you, okay? Oh, yeah. They know what they need to get.
They definitely need a quarterback. I need to see later where the Jets are in the draft.
I think they're pretty high up.
Whew, because now they saying they're not signing with Aaron. Ooh.
Someone predicted that they were going to grab shedeur. I said,
hold up.
From who? I said, yeah, I saw one. It was like really recent, but I'm like, they be trying to get clicks. So
7th, I don't think he'll fall to 7th.
He's been falling in the recent ones. He's been falling.
I did
low.
See that.
He's been falling. Yeah.
I don't know. I need to see this magical combine.
Like, the first quarterback to go, they think is Cam Ward. Yeah. I said Cam Ward. I'm not.
It depends who. I need to see the draft order.
You need to throw. After you pissed me off in that bowl game where you decided not to play the second half, you got to throw. And that's just because I'm pissed off. Realistically, do you?
Titans first.
But you got to throw because I'm pissed.
I think it also matters, like, Titans, who do they have? How is their style of offense? Because if shedeur doesn't fit, it wouldn't make sense to get him. I can't tell you who's on the Titans right now. I need to do my research. But I know they have Will Levis. That's interesting because, why would they get a quarterback? They just got one last year. I do think they need one, though. But alas, I don't like Will Levis, so that's me, personally.
I'm like,
personally, I don't think he should be starting in the NFL. Okay. Whatever, in your backup's Mason Rudolph. Huh. Alas, speaking of back and big and people, Zion has lost weight. Allegedly. I searched so many articles. I'm like, what was the weight that he was?
I thought it was 280.
I saw 264. I thought he was 264 now.
I thought it was 280. I thought he lost 20 pounds.
I couldn't find it. I saw so many different initial weights. I said, somebody don't know the real story.
Weighs 264 is what it is. So whatever he was before, he was huge.
I did see, though, well, to be fair, though, he is 6'6". Let us say, if you don't know who's Zion Williamson, he's 6'6". And I think he's a true 6'6", not like a, 6'4". No, he's actually 6'6". But I did see, and he has a weight clause in his contract.
I saw that.
He has to stay below 290 to get a certain amount
20%, I think.
money.
290
290 isn't even big, but the fact that you're gonna push 300 pounds, like
it's big if I want you to guard somebody.
The fact that they have to put that in your contract for you to get your money under 300 pounds.
I get it though, because that's all they care about is their money. Like you have to.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah,
I think it's sad for Zion because unless it's like a medical thing.
Yeah.
Like I know if you're anemic, you have a hard time gaining weight, and like I'm sure there's the opposite of that. Like you have a hard time losing weight. I'm sure there's the opposite. Unless it's medical, what is the problem?
I'm like they have nutritionists and things. I'm like,
He
are
don't
you not
ever
eating
speak on
the
it.
meals?
He
Or-
doesn't ever speak. Nobody in his camp since
very
college,
confused.
since Duke, nobody ever says like, no, we knew this is the reason. Like none of his teammates ever, they really doing their thing and not spilling his beans.
Which is great, but I'm like, I really don't get it. I get it, like, because I've been to New Orleans. I'm like, the food is
Beans,
great.
beans, beans,
Some of the
beans.
best food ever. But
Real.
I'm like, this is your life.
It can't be that.
This is your
good.
livelihood.
It can't be that good.
I'm like,
I would be ordering that every day. I can't lie. Why would I cook? If I'm a
I feel
multi-millionaire,
if I'm just got out of practice, I'm tired, and they hand me a box of food, I'm gonna say
Bye.
thanks. But I'm like, maybe it's not enough. Maybe he said,
I
just
would
crushed
never
this. I gotta
cook. Can you? I would literally be a content creator and say a new restaurant every breakfast, lunch, dinner. Think about it. If you're a multi-millionaire, no, you're not eating like above your means, but like you're a multi-millionaire athlete. Why would you ever cook? My fridge would just have snacks like fruit and like protein
This is why
shakes.
People are struggling today.
And-
Why would you
and-
ever cook? It's crazy.
Chips. I can't lie.
My thing is, he has the money. I would hire somebody to make my meals every week
For sure.
and
No,
just go pick
fresh.
them up.
I guess.
Beggars cannot be choosers. He got to stay under this weight.
No, yeah.
I'm like,
It's unacceptable. And I mean, it's actually devastating. The Pelicans are 14-43. They have Brandon Boston Jr., DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum. I'm like, why are they not balling? Jordan Hawkins, and they're last in the West. What the heck? And this, Zion is down a couple pounds. It doesn't matter. They're not going anywhere. I don't understand. Okay, granted, Brandon Boston's been hurt for a couple weeks, but still, what? They need to, I don't know what college basketball star they need to sink their teeth in. Maybe they're tanking for somebody. Last in the West is absurd. 14 wins, 43 losses. I don't understand how they have motivation for every game.
I don't know. To me, this seems like a team management problem because my thing is, I don't know of a lot of other players who are struggling with weight like this. I'm like, maybe someone is, but they're not talking about it. But I'm like, they are always talking about him. I'm like, what do your team workouts look like? Because my thing is,
doesn't he have a 9-year contract?
I'm like, at the end of the day, can y'all not like manage him better? I don't get it. Like,
No, 5-year.
I don't know. Because my thing is, it sounds like the team chemistry, the spirit, something. Like, they're all like, we don't really care.
$197 million.
I would lose 40 pounds.
That's almost $200 million.
Like, there's no way I would ever be around 290.
I feel like it gets to a point where you don't care about winning. You know you're getting that money. You know you're a star. And he signed for 5 years. Why would he put in extra effort to win? Don't care no more. You got complacent. I don't know what it is. I do think almost $200 million. $3 million off. Off from $200 million. Something's got to change. I don't understand. The Pelicans clearly build around this man that much for 5 years. And they have dogs on that team. Something's not working. I don't know. Switch around. Make it fun again. But
I don't know. Don't look like nobody on that team care.
Let's get a little Lakers update. Let's see if they're cooking. Okay. 51-39. 4 minutes in the second. Let's check. Let's see
I
who's...
was about to say, check them stats.
Okay. Rui with 7. Yeah. Austin Reeves cooking as he has been. Luka with 10. LeBron with 7. This is good. This is good that no one's dominating. They don't play hero ball.
Is Kyrie doing better?
I mean, 14. But this is Kyrie with PJ Washington and Klay Thompson. So, you know his back hurts.
No, for sure.
I don't know. I like that new bip on Kyrie. I don't know if y'all seen his new lure, but I'm saying, no.
It's okay. You know, you like what you like.
You look a little fresh. Okay. Speaking of fresh, I don't think that was a transition, but the Packers of all the teams want to ban the tush push. First it was anonymously one team in NFL moved to ban. I don't know who leaked it. Like, there was no first spot where I saw it leaked. I just saw confirmed articles by NFL, CBS. Packers, I mean, people have been very vocal against it. They're saying 300-pound men against 100-pound guys, it's dangerous. And I've seen, the Packers specifically have said, well, I mean, it's not fair. It's a rugby play, which it is a rugby play. But it's not fair because it's not strategic. It's not an NFL play. Oh, I've seen it all. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I think this is stupid because I saw that he was like, they were saying like there's no skill involved and it's like an automatic first down. And my thing is, don't let them get all the way down the field then. I don't understand why you're mad. You're just mad you lost. My thing is, if I'm going to try to get the tush push ban, one, I'm going to go around to other teams that have also been a victim.
I think that's what they thought. Like, by being the first ones to speak up.
I'm like, who else is
other teams would
you?
Say, no, yeah. You didn't have a little NFL owner meeting beforehand?
Literally.
You couldn't come as a group?
And then I'm like, I get it. You're saying like players are getting hurt, but I'm like, also the Eagles players are also getting hurt. I'm like, you don't see them being like, you know what? Yeah, my neck does hurt. I can't turn it all the way to the side. We should get rid of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're just mad you lost. You're just mad.
And how many interceptions did he throw? Oh, okay. So I don't think,
I think this is stupid. I think you need to get better. Stop worrying about other people. Like,
yeah, 100%. I mean, I can understand if it was the Eagles' entire scheme, but they did it once in the Super Bowl and it got them their first touchdown. Once. Okay, they used it. I feel like maybe they'll use it a couple times a game. Okay, 90% like success rate, but so what? It's a it's a strategic play. Oh, it's derived from rugby. Let's not act like the two sports are so far off.
Literally.
It's not cheating. Like, I know it used to be banned, but then like I don't know if they unbanned or if they changed it. I don't know, but I know it used to be. So what? Like, the Eagles have a thing that they use to win. Oh, no.
Yeah, they said it's no longer enforced because it's too hard for the officials to see.
Oh,
which
for sure
I believe. For sure.
I don't think it's easy to see, even for a QB sneak. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, did he actually make it through? And yeah, we can look at the review. And now they have like review where they can stop the games. Back in the day, there was no, let's ask New York. It was just like, oh yeah, no, he didn't. I'm like, no, he did. We're watching at home and this is before.
Watching at home.
Literally, we're yelling like we watched him. But let's be so serious. The NFL officials can barely see as it is, okay? Literally. Let's not let it go. I'm sure people complain because they are not using it to their advantage or they don't know how to. So what?
Yeah, y'all want to argue injuries and stuff when it's beneficial to you.
Literally.
I'm like, there are other ways to prevent injuries. Like, people don't get hurt as much on that play as other plays. So I'm like, shut up. You'll be just fine.
Okay, cool. I literally can't remember off the dome. Has anyone gotten hurt from tush push?
I'm sure when people get out, they're always like, oh, my neck. I get it.
No, yeah.
I get it.
300 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh!
And I'm like, if you're defending that a lot, okay, but you're not. They don't play you all the time.
You're all the teams, the Packers.
Literally. I'm like, how about y'all focus on yourself
giving
first?
Sorry loss.
Literally.
Sorry, I don't know. Speaking of sorry for your loss, oh my goodness, Wimby. Oh, he's out.
Poor
but
thing.
I did see the reason. They gave a little, generic, but the nitty gritty is a blood clot.
Yeah.
And y'all, we know how serious that is. They can travel. I remember Serena Williams and everyone's like, she could die. And I was a kid like, a blood clot?
No, she could.
Like, isn't that a bruise? But, I didn't understand, the severity of it. But, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's good that he's young. He has access to probably the best doctors, hopefully, that money can buy. And they caught it early, thankfully, because God forbid it travels, especially where it is. So,
Yeah, I was reading into it because, you know me, human bio major. I was really interested. Don't be mad. Don't hate us because you ain't us. But I was like, I was confused because usually like deep vein thrombosis is in your legs and he has it in his arm. And I was like, why is that? Apparently it's really uncommon. However, because he does so many like overhead movements, like shooting and things, it's more likely that he would get it. And something that's interesting is because he's so tall, your height affects it. If you're really tall, it makes you more likely to get it because it takes longer for your blood to flow. And I said that's actually crazy because you know that man is so tall. So I'm like, I'm wondering how they're gonna manage that. Is it just like, does it run in your family? Because I'm like, it's so uncommon that I'm like, don't think this is like like a one and done thing. I'm like, I am kind of worried for him because he is so young, and you can really see, especially when he was playing the All-Star game. He loves the game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know that was hard for him.
I read before every game.
Literally.
Bro, when Kyrie checked in with the trophy, he was like, oh, just checking in.
I said,
Wemby was pissed.
He said, get out of here immediately.
He was hot.
No, literally, almost probably one of the only ones really out there and heated.
No,
He
yeah.
said, y'all, actually, give me the ball.
You like you said, you could tell he really loves the game. It's not just like, I'm tall. I might as well do this.
No,
like he actually cares.
For real. No, it's sad. I'm like, I hope they manage it. It sucks that his season has to end.
Literally. He was on track to be Defensive Player of the Year.
I said.
Literally so close. It's like 65 games. Wow. I would have said, no, doctor's appointment next week.
Literally. I would have said,
sad.
So can we make the cutoff for this a little bit earlier?
Because he could have had a couple more games, been out for the rest of the season and still won. But it's sad. But I did see like, also when you're taller, I think taller than 6'7" or something like that, your heart, like it does put strain on your heart to pump like your blood more around your body because of your height.
Because you have to go so much of like a longer distance.
Yeah, so I don't know. Someone said like they like gave a statistic, people taller than 6'8" don't live past 50 because of that. Your heart has to pump more.
Yes, there's like a famous image in some science textbook of like some man being so tall, but he died very young because your body has to work even harder. I'm like, that's
sad. Taller than 6'8". That's literally
all
all the
but
NBA
be so
players.
For real. Like because he's in the NBA, he's gonna have some of the best doctors. Like, be so for real. I'm like,
sure.
LeBron, let your doctors go over there for a few weeks.
No, literally.
You know you got the best staff in the world.
Yeah, where's they? San Antonio, Texas. Come on, somebody. I don't know. I don't know. I think it is sad. Especially for him, forget the fans. But I do hope it's not like this can come back. It's like, no, we got this, like, curable.
We're monitoring it.
Yes, like, people that wear compression things and, like, you can prevent blood clots in that way.
Yeah, he might have to, what is it? I think they put you on, like, blood thinners or something.
Oh!
Which just kind of sucks.
No, literally. Because that just affects everything.
Yeah,
not just...
that's why I'm like, how do you play with that? I don't know if they will because he is an athlete. Y'all, I Google stuff and read articles.
That
so
might be crazy, blood thinners.
Literally.
Does make you dizzy, too. I don't know.
So maybe not ineffective. I'm not a doctor
we'll see.
yet.
They have all season and a little bit into next season to test.
Yeah.
Okay, take this blood thinner.
How do you feel?
Go work out.
Go run a lap for me.
It's gotta suck though.
No, for
also
sure.
because since he isn't home and like he just has to support his team. Like, he's not in his home country. So he's just like, another day watching them play.
I got a flight tomorrow. I'm about to go back.
Yeah, and it's not like a actual like physical like broken arm.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm just watching another game.
Yeah, no, that's.
I'm sure he can't practice. Not even limited. Just can't practice. Just every day. Man, you better start a YouTube channel. Something.
Bye.
Make something fun. Get a hobby. Claymation.
Come
or
on,
something.
get on TikTok.
What is it? Pottery. Something. I don't know. Something.
He would be I feel like leaning over.
Oh.
That thing.
Yeah, for that. But maybe, I don't know hobbies. Crochet.
Okay.
A little scarf. Scarves by Wemby.
It's going to be a big ass scarf.
By Wemby.
Yeah.
Man, sew some weaves. I don't know. Whatever Texas needs. San Antonio. Who knows? But, I don't know. I'm excited for the Lakers to win. And that's all I have to say. I don't think it's revenge season. But
yeah, I think they're hyping that up for no reason. That's stupid to me.
I think it is important though because
it's only important
the NBA has nothing else.
Yeah,
you need it.
Literally,
you need it. We literally
said
I need
the
all
NBA
eyes
is boring. To be on this revenge stuff, so the Warriors
I knew it.
Can sneak on in and win their games, and everyone's like, "How did they get here? How did they do it? How did they do it?"
The Eagles,
because they have the chef. And Jimmy.
Oh.
And Jimmy.
And you see how she didn't say
And somebody else, but I don't know. Somebody else that don't be doing much.
Not enough. But I do think this is the Lakers' year. You know what? Might as well Bron go out with a bang. Please.
Did you see Shannon Sharp, how he said OKC,
Yes.
UFC?
He said, let me say it again. KFC, UFC, OKC, Lakers in 5. And he said, let me say it again. Unc did it again.
No,
I gotta find all the other memes.
No, the compilation, I have it saved on TikTok.
Yes, the compilation
is so good.
I
said Lakers in 6.
No, there was where's the Lamar one? The Lamar one was funny. Oh my gosh, I just love it when NBA Twitter is actually good. No, you can't find it when you need it. I don't know what the heck. This is why I don't use Google.
Literally, I'm like, what are the you typed in meme, didn't you? Because all the pictures I'm looking at is crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but what? I don't find it. We'll find it. You laugh. Google it yourself, y'all. All the ones currently are showing me the current ones, but he also has ones for Lamar. Those are crisp. I'm sure he has some for other people, but Unc is hilarious.
He is.
Alas, that concludes our show. Macy will close us out. As she said in the beginning, like, subscribe, comment down below. Since y'all didn't want to hit the chat today, okay, fine. Okay, whatever. Comment down below. What are your thoughts? Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok, and of course, subscribe, please. We see y'all watching, but you don't subscribe. Whatever.
You sound like the 2016 YouTubers I used to watch.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
No, it is. I love their outros. But the best thing about outros is that they go. Get out, bro.
I was going to say something, but I totally forgot.
That might be for the best. All right, y'all.
You gotta strut like you mean.
All right, y'all. I know you're happy for it to just be me. And as always, follow us at Take Her Microwave. And I didn't let you know what the name was, but on everything, TikTok, Instagram, and right down below, Take Her Microwave. And check out our last week's podcast, guys. It was our first collab, On the Lines podcast. It was so good. It was so much fun. We talked a lot there, more in depth about the combine and our feelings towards it. And we got some more perspectives because there is actually, he plays football. So, not just us talking, somebody else that is actually knows the sport. So don't forget to subscribe, like Janai said. Leave some comments because she's getting a little antsy. But we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.